All right. Well, I'm here with Charlotte, and she is one of my amazing clients in the Fit Teacher Academy. So we're just going to talk to her today a little bit about her story and how far she's come along since she joined the Fit Teacher Academy. So, Charlotte, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great.
Awesome. Awesome. So, just a super simple, just a few questions I'm going to ask you, just kind of let people know first of all, what things had you tried in the past before joining us?
Um, well, a number of things. Well, to begin with, I had never had an issue with my weight for most of my life. And then about 10 years ago, there were some life events that happened, and it was a very, very stressful period. And I became kind of not conscious about my fitness. I'd always been very conscious about it, but then I just was focused on everything else that was going on. And so over the last 10 years, it just slowly crept up, and I was buying bigger clothes and then a little more bigger clothes. And it finally reached a point where it was like, this is not who I want to be, and I don't feel well. So, and I finally got on the scales, something I had avoided for a really long time, and was shocked at the weight I had reached. So I'd never really had to look at how do you lose weight before. So then I started looking into it, and I got all these programs that promised really fast weight loss, really fast. So I actually went to one of the biggest loser resorts in Palm Desert, where I worked out. They had you work out 5 to 7 hours a day. And I broke a finger because I was so exhausted and fell. And then after 2 weeks of that level of working out, I never wanted to work out again. And I did lose about 6 pounds in 2 weeks, but I was exhausted. And then I tried diets that I limited carbs so drastically that I felt lightheaded and sick, but it promised I would lose weight, 5 pounds a week. And so eventually I just gave up, and I didn't really see a way out of it because all the quick fixes that I thought I really wanted didn't work. And so that I eventually was led to you and your program.
Awesome. So you kind of talked about why those other things didn't work. I heard you talk a little bit about the restrictions and the crazy workouts they had you doing and things like that. So tell us a little bit about your journey so far with our program, with Fit Teacher Academy.
Well, it was kind of a revelation to me at the beginning, but now it makes perfect sense that to lose weight, you need to burn more calories than you consume. So just being on, logging what I eat into the fitness app, and which is really easy. I was kind of hesitant because I thought, oh, it's going to be so time consuming, but knowing that I can take my phone and take a picture of the barcode of meat I buy, and it comes right up, and I know how many calories are in it per serving and what the serving size is. And so tracking my calories and staying within the 1,300 calorie limit is really easy for me. And I can choose what I want to within those 1,300 calories. So it's not like I have to give up everything absolutely until, the weight comes off. I can choose what I want, and trying to, make healthy choices within that. And I have been able to accept that I didn't gain the weight overnight, and I'm not going to lose it overnight. But I've been making steady progress. In 7 weeks, I've lost a little over 10 pounds. And so it's not the 5 pounds a week that some of those other programs promised, but every day I know I'm making progress. It's not huge leaps, but every day I'm getting better than I was. And the workouts are easy to schedule in my schedule. They're not, they're a half hour long, not 5 or 7 hours long. And I feel a difference in the 7 weeks. I also try to get in 10,000 steps as often as I can. And we have a 4-mile walk that we do around our neighborhood. And 10 pounds ago, at the end of the 4 miles, my hips hurt, my knees hurt, my feet hurt, and it was really discouraging. And now with just the 10 pounds off, that doesn't happen anymore. I do the 4 miles and it's easy. So I'm already noticing how I feel physically with just that amount of weight off. I've got another 30, 35 pounds I want to do, but I'm confident that it will come off. And that I haven't felt that in years, but I know it will come off and I will reach my goal. I have no doubts whatsoever. And that's an amazing feeling.
That's awesome. So you just talked about the confidence you're feeling and that stuff. Talk a little bit about the mindset side of things with our program that might be a little bit different with other programs.
Well, again, that the weight loss needs to be sustainable. So that was a huge mindset shift for me, that if I'm not losing 5 or 6 pounds in a week, that I've failed, that it's not doing any good, that my goal isn't achievable. And I'm very clear that that's not true. That my goal is achievable, and every week, every day, I'm getting better. And so that was huge. And also the modules and all the questions that are asked and the journaling that that you do on the program. I'm more aware of the emotional feelings that I had that led to my gaining the weight in the first place. And I wasn't giving myself very positive messages. And plus I'm 68 years old, and I thought, I was telling myself things like, I'm too old, it's too late, it's hopeless. And being able to see those were the messages I was giving myself, that just changing that mindset and having a much more positive and realistic outlook on things makes all the difference. Now I'm confident I can do what I want to do.
Yeah. Isn't that amazing when we start paying attention to the stuff we're saying to ourselves, how mean we are
Yes,
to ourselves? It's like, wow, I can't believe I talk to myself like that, because we don't notice it until we take the initiative and actually pay attention. So that's good that you're seeing that, and that your confidence is up there, because I guess what I think you said it too, it has to be sustainable. And I'd ask you, do you feel like this lifestyle you're living right now is sustainable?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Cool.
Being mindful of what I'm consuming every day, not just the calorie level, but the choices, has been it's been really eye-opening, and it's really easy, and it gives me a measure to follow. Before, I really didn't have much of a plan. It was just work out till you drop and eat as little as possible and eliminate entire food categories out of your diet. This is reasonable. It's a calorie level and a food plan that I can stick to comfortably, and seeing the results on a weekly basis just makes it exciting to keep going and go forward.
Very cool. All right. So just one more question for you. If you were talking to somebody who was hesitant or on the fence about joining the Fit Teacher Academy, what would you tell that person?
I would tell them that I've struggled for particularly the last 5 years and tried all kinds of things. And this is the first time I'm seeing consistent results, that I have total confidence that I'm going to be able to continue on to my goal. And if I can do it, anybody can do it. I've tried everything else, and I had gotten to a point where, this is just how I'm going to look and feel going forward. In that's how I'm going to enter my 70s, and it's not going to be pretty. It's not going to feel good. And if I can find something that I can get up every day follow it, enjoy doing it, and with no doubt that I'll be able to get up the next day and do it again than anybody. It's for everybody.
Cool. All right. Well, I appreciate that. And, I'll
I appreciate
vouch
you,
for you.
Ryan.
Oh, thank you.
I do.
Um,
You've been a life changer for me.
Well,
I
thank
really
you.
appreciate it.
And I've enjoyed watching you just grow and flourish in this program. And, it makes me happy. Because I'm just as invested in your results as you are. So I just love seeing what I'm seeing. So thank you so much for giving us this info and hopefully inspiring maybe other people to really take the plunge and join and make those huge changes in their life. So I
They'll be
super
doing
appreciate that.
themselves a big favor.
Cool. All right. Well, thank you.